I like you, and I want you. We could do this the easy way.
I like you, he like you, and I want you. And he wants you. Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise, swearsies, it's just a fact, and it's totally science. Go ahead and look it up. Today we're diving into r/LegbeardStories. It actually comes from our personal subreddit r/ReddX reads, and it is the continuation of the Unfortunate Nookie saga. Part number 32 out of 33. That means this thing is almost wrapped, and I don't know how I'm going to continue to exist once it is finally all wrapped. I guess we'll go and do Brute's stories on Unfortunate Nookie, but then the compilation's gonna come, and oh my god, I don't know how that's gonna go. I'm just so nervous. We spent 9 months reading Greenie's stories, and finally it's coming to an end. I don't know how to feel about it. Accomplished that we did it, but also terrified that it is actually going to be over. Whatever we feel, I guess we'll just have to jump into this thing, charge forward, and see how it goes. So let's get some plugs and disclaimers out of the way, and then we will dive right into some of this Legbeard Stories cringe. Unfortunate Nookie, part 32. I love Unfortunate Nookie. I'll shave my beard for you. Oh, good. Naruto headband and Unfortunate Nookie smushing genitals again. Ugh. I don't like it. But they are both like abusive beards, so they belong together, all things considered. Hi, all. Hi, user that Green Bear. Welcome back. We have some more beard-on-beard conversations on how things work, because we all love a good cringe headache, don't we? I don't like any headache. I do like when my spine gets fractured into powder. That's what I'm really here for. Who needs a chiropractor when you got ReddX cringe? Also, is everybody ready to find out if Naruto Headband and Unfortunate Nookie got back together and formed what might be the very best, most meant for each other couple I have ever seen? Even if that is for all the wrong reasons. I mean, the title kind of gives it away, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure they do get together, don't they? Maybe not. Maybe Unfortunate Nookie decided that he is too good for Naruto Headband now. We dated in middle school, but I can't do it anymore. Yes, I'm ready to find out, is the answer. This part should be relatively safe for work-ish, but beards are gross, so be warned anyways. Not safe for work just in casesies, because as we have learned, you never know when the heebie-jeebies will hit you in this saga. Yeah, it's different for everybody. Some people might jump into this and be like, "Oh, the thought of beard smushing genitals, I just can't do it." It's hard for me to do it as well, but we're so close to the finish line. We must press on. Are you new to this saga? I recommend checking out the Unfortunate Nookie playlist by ReddX, down in the description. Previous part, and also the finale. Jesus, it's right there. It's right there! Also, my buddy Brute has been giving her side of Unfortunate Nookie in her own sagas, Brute's Tales on Unfortunate Nookie, Part 1. Our cast list! Of course, we've got Unfortunate Nookie, as he himself likes to put it, just a gay boy, drawing cute monsters, femboys and stuff. I'm pretty friendly, but also shy at first. Oh, asexual, but very invested in my characters' sex lives, lol. I love comments on my art, even sexual or creepy ones, lol. Yeah, definitely not attention-seeking with that one. Has never done anything wrong, so why is he so cursed and the world against him? Goo! I don't think you're as asexual as you think you are. if you're interested in your character's sex lives, you're still interested in sex on some level. I guess it is a spectrum. I won't say that I understand this whole thing completely, but whatever you want to label yourself as, I guess it's fine. As long as you're not hurting anybody, which unfortunately has definitely done, but not via the label of the gender. So good, go off. Tell yourself whatever you need to in order to get through the day, all right? Greenie, of course, is our OP. Uncertain, should I cry, laugh, or rage at what my eyeballs were witnessing as I spied on Naruto Headband's private chats with Unfortunate. But like a train wreck, I could not look away. I mean, you sort of did it to yourself, you know? It does sort of cheapen everything else when you find out that Greenie is basically cracking into this dude's Facebook, reading his messages against his will, stuff like that. Like I said in the last one, if this is what it takes for her to get over it, I guess whatever, but I don't know, man. It's a hard one to justify, all things considered. Although, without Greenie having done that, we wouldn't have the chat logs. So, I am grateful, in a sense. Naruto Headband is OP's Neckbeard X, in love with Unfortunate again, willing to shave his beard for this lad. Not on the outside, but on the inside. It's really hard to reach the beard on the inside. I'm not sure if Naruto Headband is fully capable of shaving the beard on the inside just because it's so ingrained. It's so deep inside of him that no razor can possibly hope to reach all of it. Props to him for trying, or probably more likely pretending to try. Also, just a really nice guy that OP was unreasonably angry at for no reason. Yeah, no reason at all. 7 years of abuse, I don't remember any of that. I'm just gonna continue to gaslight you. Well, it ain't working no more. Buddha is OP's boyfriend now. Oh, whoa, jump ship pretty fast, I guess. But, you know, you do you. Buddha is a good guy. I'm cheering for you, crazy kids. I know that they already broke up already. Now, Greenie's dating Monkey. Hey, there's a lot of lore behind this story. He's a big rotund man who dressed in suits and was a soft, sweet goofball. Took no shit, but did no harm. Definite beard on the outside, but not a scrap of beard anywhere to be seen on the inside. We love Buddha. I ship it. Ace was an American asexual girl that Unfortunate was dating and wanted to have sex and a baby with. For some reason, that only makes sense to Nookie. Brute will explain it in her saga. What the fuck? What are you talking about? Oh my god, dude. I'm asexual, but I would like to have sex. Okay, then that means you're not, right? Or is this only for the purposes of procreation? I guess Brute will get to it. I don't know, man. Again, seems weird to me, but I'm not judging for that. I'm judging for things that were done in the past. New girl, after Ace quite quickly and suddenly left Unfortunate. Wish we could get those chat logs. Unfortunately found new girl, who was a trans woman in the same country. Did they stick together? Probably not. Everybody runs from Unfortunate eventually. Fabulous Peacock and Vegan are friends of Unfortunate and OP that Unfortunate block when they told him to apologize to me. So, with the players named, let us go compare some receipts. But first, a flashback to the last time, where last we left off. OP cockblocked Naruto Headband by just letting Phantom know what he's like. Unfortunate and Naruto Headband continued to weave the web of how things went. Unfortunate tried to convince Fabulous Peacock that her cat was better than OP's, because that matters. Oh, it should be his cat. It's good to know that I'm not the only one who's still mixing up the genders. 28 parts as a girl, and then a few parts as a man. I don't know, man. It's hard for me to get it stuck in my brain, too. Don't feel bad, OP. Everything was sane and reasonable, as always. Yeah, unfortunately, the most reasonable, the most sane. Don't even worry about it. Why are you worrying? Stop worrying. Don't even worry. I said it. Oh, God, dude. And now we are hit with some more from the Beard archives. Oh, we're going to be doing voices today. Lots of voices. So if I start talking like this, that's Naruto headband. If I stop talking like this, that is Unfortunate. And I'm probably not going to point out the names each time, so I can just interrupt in my regular voice and give my thoughts. Does that make sense? No matter how awful it is, I have to keep going forward. It feels like I have no right to stop being sad, but life won't become anything if I don't pull myself together. I mean, you did this to yourself, bro. How am I gonna feel all that bad about it? You're picking up the pieces of what you broke? Good, good. I finally threw away the ultrasound picture I got almost 10 years ago. I'm not able to feel the same loss, but how I see it, causing suffering in others is awful. I want to hit my head on a wall, and have done so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Unfortunate's old move, isn't it? Get upset with yourself? Bang the head on a wall. I think they are far more alike than they want to admit. And here they are just courting each other again, trying to be deep, and they're about as fucking deep as a puddle on the sidewalk. I never originally wanted kids, but after the abortion, I felt so guilty that it gave me an intense baby fever at one point. Luckily, I understood that's not what I really wanted. I'm horrified of even the thought of giving birth, almost up until a panic attack. Ace has said that if our relationship lasts to that point, she'll happily be the one who gives birth. For me, the phobia is partially because my gender identity is not that of a woman. I think everybody's terrified of birth at least a little bit. My wife loves having babies until it comes time for the baby to pop out, which is right around the corner, by the way. I thought last night was going to be the night. She was having like some super hard labor pains, and I was up until 5 a.m. I have no right for forgiveness. I just hope you've recovered, and I'm still sorry. Oh, look at him. He's trying to build bridges again. Definitely not just to get into Unfortunate's pants, right? Right? He wouldn't do that, right? Wrong. You don't have to be. You know, if I'm totally honest, I miss Greenie's dogs more than I miss her. And we know how Unfortunate feels about animals. Good God. And I'm sure they miss you right back. They just don't understand what's happening. Yeah, what's the next step? You go and you steal her fucking dogs or something like that? She's not above it, honestly. Unfortunately. Puppers are just so wonderful. Yeah, you remember the pupper way back in part like 9 or 10, something like that? The pupper that lived in your shower and was screaming and whining and crying to get out. And Unfortunately got mad because the dog didn't like living in a bathroom. He's just the worst person. Naruto headband. And all babies. And their cry. Because they always cry for their life. Which it quite might literally be. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? I can't stand the sound of a baby crying. He's just so desperate to have a child of his own. You see, these hormones running wild, they're like, you need to reproduce. You need to populate the planet. The planet is populated enough, let me tell you. If you really feel the need to do it, then go ahead, but don't feel obligated in any way. especially if you are Naruto Headband or Unfortunate Nookie. Can you imagine these two making a child together? Oh, God. I'm terrified. Jesus, man. Unfortunate Nookie. I don't care about human babies all that much. Laughing emoji. Animals are cuter. Yeah, just fill that baby-shaped hole with animals. Please. I mean, not in the weird way. God damn it. We've got off track already. I just don't want to see Unfortunate Nookie reproduce. Please, God, do not let it happen. Naruto Headband. Well, that's hard to argue, but I'm sure it was something when I got to hold Greedy's brother's baby. I was just mesmerized, and Greedy, her brother, and his wife all looked at me like, "Run, Greedy, he's got the blues." Yeah, baby blues. I hope Naruto Headband never reproduces. Please. Please, it seems like Unfortunate Nookie doesn't want to, but Naruto Headband definitely does. And if there is a God, he will not let that happen. Oh, I'm gonna have to ask Greenie about it later. She might do the episode commentary down in the comments, and if I see that, I'll pin it. And then we can all get the answer. Unfortunately, I've cared for babies and toddlers. They're cute, sure, but I still wouldn't want one of my own. You would not be capable of it. You would be like, you just live in the bathroom, it's fine. I throw some cookies in there every so often. You drink from the tap. No social development at all. God, that baby would just be a fucking mess. Naruto Headband. Heh heh heh. This was around 2 years after OP had ghosted both of them. OP, bruh, you're still stalking them 2 years later? I ain't gonna sign off on any of that. I thought this was a way for you to, like, get over the situation, but creeping on the Facebook for 2 years? I don't know about that one. Bit of a bruh moment, if you ask me. A post where I'm pretending to be the victim that Unfortunate Nookie spotted and told Naruto Headband about, over which Naruto Headband felt obligated to message me to tell me to stop hurting myself. Bruh, now you want to tell me to stop hurting myself? I was hurting myself for years when we were together and you didn't give a damn. You'd rather just play Monster Hunter, right? I'm gonna stop equating Monster Hunter and Naruto Headband because I need to pull these two things apart for me to really enjoy Monster Hunter again, okay? Me and Cake Jerry, we're supposed to play Monster Hunter together, but I can't do it because Naruto Headband's ruined everything. So OP says, just finished watching the movie Gaslight. God, it was painful since it was so reminiscent of how my life was up until last year. At least Gregory had an understandable motive, while my ex, I suppose he just didn't know any better. I suppose enslaving a person is what he thought love really is. But that ending, so kick-ass. Go Paula! Oh, I must have lost it. I'm always losing things, aren't I, Gregory dear? Justice, motherfucker! What is Gaslight? I guess I should watch this movie. I probably won't identify with it as heavily as Greenie does, because we haven't gotten to the point in our relationship that my wife and I start gaslighting each other. Once we get a little bit older, I'll start putting her handbag in the freezer to try and convince her that she's losing it, but that's a few years down the road. You don't need to worry about that quite yet. That's a joke. I'm not gonna do that. What do I look like, a monster? Yeah, sometimes, maybe. I don't know. That movie's where the term gaslight came from. I thought it was like an Alfred Hitchcock thing. Oh well. Anyways, unfortunately, after linking said post to Naruto Headband, yep,
Yep, you could yell at her for that one already. She's imagining a little too much. It's starting to grow into ridiculous proportions. For real.
You were both there. Just because you've pulled each other into the delusion doesn't make what happened not have happened, right? This is so dumb, dude. Are you for real? And the answer is yes. Yes, they definitely are. Naruto Headband.
On the other hand, those are her own problems, and I'm probably the last person to solve them or help her process them. Mayhaps some professional help is in order. You can't do much when she doesn't accept help.
God, the irony of that statement coming from these two who have never accepted help.
You can't please everyone, but you and I can keep living like we have. For example, friends and hobbies or a career should be maintained.
I mean, I guess that's a good way to go about it, but you have done some irreparable damage to another human being. Maybe you should just feel sorry about that, even for just a moment. Understand where she's coming from and not just shuffle it off and be like, I don't know, man, she needs professional help. You know how far it would go with her mental health if you just came up to her one day and said, I don't want anything from you except to say that I'm sorry. I was wrong. I acted like a jerk. Now I'll let you go live your life. But even then, that's kind of like for him. So, I don't know. I probably wouldn't even accept that apology if he gave it to me. So perhaps the best thing to do is move on. Everybody stop talking about everybody else and let's just get on with our fucking lives. Shall we? Let's shall. Naruto Headband.
That's why I would encourage you to reach out to Fabulous Peacock and Vegan and try and meet up with them. They are adult people too, and can make their own choice of friends.
Seems to me like they have, bro. They picked Greenie over Unfortunate Nookie. Are we just not respecting that choice because it's not a choice that you like? Eat a dick.
I have friends that don't get along with each other too, but that's not my problem. You haven't done anything bad to them. If they refuse to meet you after all that, well, that's their loss.
I'm sure they would refuse to meet him because he is just fucking exhausting to be around. I don't need a reason. If Greenie's the reason, that's great, but I don't need a reason to not be friends with you anymore. You don't make a very good friend. End of. Naruto Headband.
Why are you even looking at her posts?
Yeah, good idea. Are we not trying to move on, everybody? Greenie also, why are you looking at these private text messages? Let's all move past it. Go ahead. It's gonna be fine. Unfortunate Nookie.
Someone has to check up on her if she still has the energy to post bullshit.
However, you gotta justify it, I guess. Naruto Headband.
I doubt she'll be stopping anytime soon. I've had an awful day. I finally sent her a message. A point being that she should stop speaking ill of me.
I mean, you kind of do deserve it. If this is the way that she wants to vent, then I'm all for that. You can make all the posts in the world about things that happened in your past, comparing and contrasting it to things that you're going through today or media that you've experienced today, as the case may be. I don't sign off on creeping through the messages and whatnot. It does kind of cheapen the justice of the whole saga, but it is what it is. I am glad that we have the glimpse. I just don't really know if I like how Greenie went about it. Anyways, unfortunately.
Sorry.
Sad smiley face.
I really didn't mean to ruin your day. I came in more with the thought, lol, she's still at it. Because her stuff is just getting stranger and stranger.
No, you. As it's always been. Unfortunately, calling anything strange? Yeah, That's a bold statement. Naruto headband.
We've already said our piece. Nothing more will do if she doesn't change her mind. But I probably wouldn't forgive her anymore myself either. Part of the truth is that she left me, and I allowed her to leave me for her sake.
Oh, what a gracious human being. I allowed her to leave me. Where does Greeny's own choice fall into this? He's just like, yeah, I let her go, 'cause I'm a good guy. I totally wouldn't take her back, though. That's a lie. If Greeny shows up and like, hey, Naruto headband, one more chance, he'll be like, okay, when can I move in? He's just lying to try and win brownie points with Unfortunate. It's really weird, man. Some weird shit going on. Unfortunate.
Yeah, but really, the more time passes, it feels like the bigger she's making the whole thing out to be.
It is a pretty big deal. If this is how she's processing, then that's fine. Leave her alone. Naruto headband.
Yeah, I suppose it's her way to cope. I guess that's all right. I know you didn't mean any harm by telling me, but maybe it's best if we don't think about her anymore.
I mean, I'm partially on board with that, honestly. As much as I hate to agree with Naruto headband, and the motivation behind saying that is completely wrong as well. But yes, I'm all for everybody moving on. I would like Naruto headband to think about what he'd done and maybe self-reflect a little bit more, but if this is how I get it, then I guess I'll take it. Everybody, move on, it's over.
Nothing to see here. Please move on.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I'll admit to having had anxiety attacks and more over her things.
Hug emoji. Naruto headband.
We're like some traumatized war veterans.
Oh, yes. It's still all about me, isn't it? You need to get the fuck over yourself. Both of you are just a whole mess. I'm not even sure where to fix it. We're just gonna have to burn it down and start all over. War veterans. Oh, I think I fractured my spine, dude. That is some good cringe. And it even continues. Unfortunately says,
Tee-hee, the doctor has talked to me about PTSD at some point.
oh God. How do you abuse somebody for 7 years and when they finally walk away, you're the one that feels traumatized? Somebody explain this to me. How is that even possible? Jesus Christ, dude. Biggest bruh moment of the series, I'm sure. Naruto headband.
I'm just glad we're still friends. Though because we are, I kinda imagine you could be friends with your ex. I guess not always.
See, it's all looping back around to Greeny. Unfortunately, is just a tool for Naruto headband to get close to Greeny once more. And Greeny ain't having it. God bless. Unfortunately,
Yeah, it just doesn't always work out, no matter how much you'd hope for it.
yeah, don't you feel bad? They're hoping to reestablish a relationship. Don't you feel bad? Who am I gonna abuse now? Don't you feel bad? No, I don't, honestly. Naruto headband.
If it's any consolation, I think you're a good person.
Oh yes, the arbiter of good people, Naruto headband. It's like a pile of trash telling me that I smell good. Okay, thank you. I guess. By comparison, I already know.
In fact, exactly for the qualities for which Greedy criticizes you for. You take other people's feelings into consideration, and you care. Oh, God, dude.
No. No! I don't think Greedy has ever criticized Unfortunate Nookie for that. And I don't think Unfortunate Nookie has ever taken other people's feelings into consideration. It all loops back to him eventually.
You actually see effort in your gift ideas as well.
Naruto headband. Stop! Stop the cap!
It's time to stop.
No more simping. It's over. God, dude, my spine. It was fractured. It's slowly getting more and more powdered. Don't worry. Once the episode ends, I'll just snort it back up my nose and it reassembles overnight. It's magic. Unfortunate Nookie.
Oh, thank you.
Crying emoji.
I'm certainly not the kind of monster she tries to paint you into. Sometimes things have to be laid out to you extra clear, but it doesn't make you a bad person.
It doesn't make you a bad person if you took the criticism on board. If you made any effort to change, I might have some sympathy and be like, you know what? At least they're trying. But we don't even get that. What are you expecting here? Ugh. Naruto headband.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm a bit hard-headed.
Yes, you are. I don't think there's any brain in there, actually. I think it's just like a good foot of skull and nothing inside. Unfortunate Nookie.
I've met worse.
Smiley face. Are you talking about yourself right now, Unfortunate Nookie? You are definitely more hard-headed than Naruto headband. I mean, Unfortunate Nookie wasn't as bad during the saga. I hated Naruto headband a lot more, but at least Naruto headband is now trying to move on. And Unfortunate Nookie just keeps dragging this dead bird of a conversation back into the freaking living room. And we pick it up and we throw it back outside, but she can't help herself. She drags it right back in every single time. Oh wait, she's not a cat girl anymore. Never mind. I'm confused on which phase of Unfortunate Nookie-dom we are in. Anyways, Naruto headband says,
Ha! I was wondering if I dare say this, but you've dealt with stuff a lot before, so here goes. I like you.
and I want you. We could do this the easy way.
I like you. He like you. And I want you. And he wants you. Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way.
No, we're not doing that again.
We probably can't date, or I could think of many reasons why we couldn't, but I like you still.
Oh my god, dude. He is just jumping ship. Why do you think that you like Unfortunate Nookie? Because she's somebody that has been proven to let you abuse her? I'm pretty sure that's all this is about. I hope Unfortunate Nookie shoots Naruto headband down hard, because it's nothing but what he deserves. As I read this, I screamed in excited, hysterical laughter. Yes, please, universe, put these two assholes back together. I have never seen two people deserve each other more. I have never wanted a pairing to happen so badly. I mean, honestly, I do ship it just because I know they would both suffer, but I would also like to see Naruto headband get shot down so we don't have yet another abuse victim on our hands. Eventually, I think Unfortunate Nookie might get better, maybe someday, but it's never going to happen if she goes through another string of abuse from Naruto headband. I'm really torn about this one. What do you think, comments section? So, Unfortunate Nookie says,
Well, thanks. Cute emoji. I just told New Girl I liked her when I visited. Ha ha. She was flattered, of course, but as you said, it doesn't feel very wise. Laughing emoji. In any case, I've decided to stick to girls only.
So yeah, he does get shut down, which is for the best, I do think. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Naruto headband.
Sure, but sometimes I just want to lie down next to you when we watch stuff. I just don't dare. It's not very gentlemanlike.
Oh yes, the most gentlemanly of the gentlemen, Naruto headband coming to the stage. Somebody kick him off the edge. Unfortunately.
Well, if you warn me first, maybe it's okay.
Naruto headband.
No. I never dare.
Blush emoji.
I don't know how I dared to tell you even now.
Because it's through text and you have no balls to do it face to face. Oh, wait. Did I say that out loud?
But you can pull me close anytime you'd like. Let's not ruin this with my notion, because I think we've had unbelievable fun up until now.
Were they banging it out or something? Did we skip over that part or something? It feels like they are much closer than they should be at this point. I guess maybe it's just like some remnants of when they banged it out in the past or something like that. Unfortunately,
Blah, I'm just so fucking awkward with physical closeness. Laughing emoji. I hugged New Girl once, even during my visit, when I was leaving.
yeah, you guys are both awkward as hell. The only reason that they're sticking to each other is because they've established a relationship already. They're scared to go outside of the box and meet someone that they didn't know in high school. Just stuck in perpetual adolescence. It's pathetic, honestly. Naruto headband.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I don't want to cause anxiety, so you can decide. For me, it's probably okay whenever.
Yes, put the onus upon the other person. Way to cop out.
Ha ha ha. Reminds me of when we spent the first evening together, just texting each other like crazy.
Yeah, remember that when we were in freaking high school? Amazing that we're still doing the thing now that we're pushing 30. You don't see anything wrong with this? It's really weird and creepy, but if you don't see anything wrong with it, I guess go off, whatever. Unfortunately.
Ha ha ha, laughing emoji. It's been a long time. Full 10 years since then.
10 years. Since high school. So I was right. They're 28, acting like this. Please just let it be over. Naruto headband.
Right? We were nothing but saplings. It's pretty much exactly 10 years.
And everybody's just okay with this?
I feel like I'm taking fucking crazy pills here.
Oh God, why? Unfortunately.
But boo-hoo, I'm still a child. I don't want to be an adult.
Crying on the ground emoji. You pathetic, bro. You don't want to be an adult. You're 28 years old. It's over. You are not a fucking child. You think you would have figured that out. I think that really hit me when I hit 25. I got out of the Navy. I was still feeling young, like a kid, you know, take on the world. I did work a shitty job and felt sort of like an adult. But once I hit 25, I was like, Jesus Christ, I really need to do something with my life. I don't understand how you almost get to 30 and you're like, I'm still a little baby. Stop. Get some help.
Stop it. Get some help.
Anyways, Naruto headband.
Me neither.
Yeah, a bunch of fucking baby people. Baby men's.
That's why it's so nice to escape there. Though I did suspect 10 years ago that if we were still together, we'd have at least one kid by now.
Stop with the kid talk. Stop it! Every time Naruto headband talks about having children, there's just this visceral rage inside of me. I hate everything about it. Please, please, chemical castration, anyone.
And I'd be running around doing some grunt work or two somewhere. And neither of us would have the energy to take care of the house.
Yeah, that's my dream. I want to live in a shit pile. We don't have the energy to take care of the house or the kids. The kid just runs around and does what he wants. Does this not sound like a living hell to you? Apparently, unfortunately, he doesn't like it. Jesus! Surprised emoji. Naruto headband.
Oh, you think that's funny? Fucking terrifying, man.
Oh, so now he's shifting gears? He's like, oh, unfortunately, he doesn't want kids. So yeah, me either. I never wanted them. Please bang me.
Stop it.
Holy God, dude. Unfortunately.
Fortunately, I realized that I definitely don't want children. Just the thought of having a fucking parasite inside of you for 9 months.
Grossed out emoji. Only unfortunately would look at it as a parasite. I fall in love with my kids even before they're out. I know that's the same case with wifey. We call them by their names, you know, rub them, sing lullabies to them. It's not a parasite. It is your DNA. This is the continuation of your genealogy. Is that not important to you? You do see it as just a parasite? Okay, good. Don't reproduce. Please, for God's sake, I beg of you. I mean, her little parasite would definitely be a parasite. Don't get me wrong on that. If you have a beard baby, it can't help but to be parasitic. Does it carry on the genealogy? Yeah, but it is also a parasite on all of society. Not just on unfortunately, and not just for 9 months, but until it's dead. Oh, Naruto headband.
I'm too baby crazy. God, it makes me boil. I don't care how much they shit or keep me up. Maybe that's not the same thing. Thanks for talking with me. This brought my good mood back.
You know that Naruto headband isn't going to be the one that stays up with the baby or changes its diaper. He's going to let it crap all over itself and be like,
whatever, I'm still playing Monster Hunter. Change your own diaper.
Bro, that baby does not have the hand-eye coordination to change his own diaper. That's an impossibility. My son is 4 and he's finally taking his own pants off, but he still wants me to do it. It's really weird. Trying to teach him to wipe his own ass and stuff like that. If you're old enough to ask me to wipe your ass, you're probably old enough to learn to do it yourself, right? He's just not very good at it yet. So yeah, you got to go in there and make sure that he does it right. But like I said, being a good dad, shit ain't easy. I don't think Naruto headband is even close to capable. Unfortunately, says,
You're welcome, smiling emoji. Glad it helps. But yeah, when I stabilized with not really seeing myself as a woman, I started getting anxiety from the thought of breeding. Laughing emoji.
Okay, whatever. That part I'm perfectly okay with. Unfortunately, he doesn't want to reproduce. Okay, good. You're a dude now? Okay, good. Whatever. But isn't it pretty obvious that dudes also have some thoughts of reproduction? I think it was when I hit 30, I asked wifey, like, do you want to have kids? And she's like, oh, yeah, I think I do. And we started trying. And then we had a little baby boy that popped out a few months later. So yes, baby fever does affect men as well as women. It's just that men can continue shooting their seeds well into old age. Women, they do have a cutoff date. Naruto headband says,
yeah, indeed.
Indeed.
I'm just really glad you're my friend. And well, I don't know how seriously you need to take that. In some situations in life, it's good to dig out your inner man or woman or animal.
Gross.
But I also think it's understandable that having kids feels scary. It's a rather radical process. You just don't conceive it as such a big deal when you really want a baby. Or you don't think about it at all.
I mean, you probably don't think about it at all in the moment while it's happening. Your whole body says, yeah, shoot it in there. Don't think about the consequences. But then you see wifey's belly starts swelling up and she's like, I'm having contractions. We need to go to the hospital. And you're like, Jesus Christ, another person is going to come out of there. I thought it was going to happen last night, honestly. It was wild. It didn't happen, but I know we're getting close. That was like some early labor pains. And yeah, that baby's gonna come out. I'm gonna bring him on stream once it happens. When Unfortunate Nookie doesn't respond after 3 minutes, Naruto Headband says,
Gosh, I seem close-minded. Sorry.
See, it seems like Naruto Headband is trying to do better, but there's the key word, right? Seems like. This is all just part of the game to get into Unfortunate Nookie's pants, to have somebody else so he can continue abusing somebody, right? Unfortunate Nookie.
I wasn't offended.
That would be the last thing I want. I really don't want to hurt you. Horrible emoing from me. I just don't want to be a monster.
You are a monster. It's too late to turn back the clock now with such simple gestures.
You probably want to go back to your own things. I won't bother you.
Unfortunate Nookie.
Weight gain giving me anxiety. Crying emoji.
Okay, that's a non sequitur. Naruto Headband.
It's no fun counting it. At least not to start off with.
I should probably start hitting the gym or something. I'd love to go swimming. I want my weight back to where it was at the start of the year.
Crying emoji. I mean, I'd love to. This is weak language, okay? I want to do that. Maybe I'll do that. Meh. No, you say, I can. I will. This is happening now. Otherwise, it's never going to happen. It's like just a thought that you had, and it's so easy to let it go. Commit to yourself. And if you need to, then yeah, commit to somebody else. Even if it is Naruto Headband. Say, hey, I'm going to go back to the gym. I'm going to go swimming. And then he'd be like,
can I watch? Are you wearing your swimsuit?
I regret everything. Then, Unfortunately, links an article about women getting death and rape threats in the gaming industry. Naruto Headband says,
I heard about that some time ago. I don't get it. Surely they'll make men's games mostly anyways. But what men are they behaving like that?
Is this like around the time of Gamergate? Because I do vaguely remember all this happening, but I didn't participate in it so much. Both sides seemed exceedingly toxic, so I'm gonna sit on my fence like I always do. They're like, oh, come on, pick a side. I'm like, I don't care enough to pick a side. I'm doing my own thing. I'm living my best life out here. Don't try to kill my fucking vibe, all right? Unfortunately.
Some people are just sick. You're at least better than the men who send messages like that.
And then Naruto Headband got a big old boner. He's like,
oh yeah, I am the best guy, aren't I?
Yet, I have seen Naruto Headband argue with people on Twitter that
women in the gaming industry are getting special treatment over men by victimizing themselves, and that he'd never seen any woman be harassed, and therefore women experience no harassment at all, and are just playing the victim card to get special treatment, so all this outcry is unnecessary.
Okay, so yeah, that's what he really believes. But this whole thing that he's doing with Unfortunate, it's a smokescreen. It's a ruse. I've already called it out for what it is. He's just trying to get into her pants. He's trying to reel a victim back in so he can continue his cycle of abuse, right? We've all got that already? Naruto Headband says,
women have always been important to me. Not like that, though.
He did mean it like that, though.
I just get along better with men. Often their things are the same as with me little boys, only they're bigger. More is demanded from a gentleman, and that is what I strive for. But the problem with women is I fall for them too easily.
Simp card. He's just such a gentleman. I haven't seen it, but apparently he's turning over a new leaf. This is the gentleman leaf. This is what I do now. Again, not showing any parts of it, but if we've learned anything, it's that Naruto Headband is honest to a fault, right? Oh, wait. He's not? Okay. Yeah, he's lying about all this. Unfortunate, Nookie.
Women can be really difficult, but I always get crushes way too easily. I've always fallen for females faster than men.
Yeah, me too. I don't think I've ever fallen for a dude. But I don't know. There's like Will Ferrell, I guess. He's probably the only dude that I really like. But just because he's funny, you know? Naruto Headband.
But men can and should have a beard.
Laughing emoji. A beard is not necessary, okay? All I got is a little soul patch, you see? And that does me just fine. I didn't have a beard for the longest. Even in the military, I wasn't allowed to have a beard. I tried to grow a little mustache and it was ugly as hell, so I cut it off. And itchy as hell. I don't like it. No, no, no. Unfortunately. Laughing emoji. Men don't need to have a beard. This is gatekeeping unfortunately sexuality. At which point I start to feel bad for unfortunately again. Naruto Headband.
Not selling for you? Well, shit.
Yeah, it's not a cool thing to say, honestly. Unfortunately.
I've always been more fascinated with androgynous or effeminate appearances.
Okay. Everybody gets their own taste, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna try and keep you from that. But this basically gatekeeps Naruto Headband out of a relationship, as far as I could tell. Because Naruto Headband's supposed to be a manly dude. I don't know, he is kind of skinny. Maybe he is androgynous. Maybe he is effeminate. I don't really know. I haven't seen pictures of him. I just know he acts like a little bitch. Naruto Headband.
But boobs! I mean, beautiful eyes.
Yeah, good cover. Unfortunately.
Necks and collarbones. Oh.
Naruto Headband.
Your tastes are clearly more refined than mine.
See, here he goes, trying to pump Unfortunately up again, and we all know what the motivation is, right? Unfortunately just says,
Haha, maybe.
What can you do? Biological factors drive me to pay attention to certain areas.
I mean, I'm all about a nice neck or collarbone. I don't know. I don't think it has much to do with biology. As long as you got a symmetrical face, people could get into mostly anything, I'm pretty sure. Unfortunately.
Yeah, smiley emoji.
But still, you have to have self-restraint. Even if I saw something I liked, I really don't understand some rape justifications like, oh, she was dressed like that.
Coming from Naruto Headband. Goddamn. I really wish that he had turned over a new leaf, that this was really a different him talking, but I don't buy any of it. He has his reasons for saying what he's saying. Unfortunately.
It's all bullshit. A person can dress however they want, and even if they were naked, it still doesn't justify laying hands on them without permission.
Yes, I agree with everything that these beards are saying right now, but I don't think that it's coming from the proper place. Naruto Headband.
I mean, it'd be no fun if some grandma pounced on me from some bushes, and I'd be crushed under her weight. Dead emoji.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. You know how many gilfs I've seen waiting in the bushes for their opportunity? Zero. Damn it. Unfortunately.
Help! Laughing emoji.
Yeah, let's all joke about this. It's funny because she's old and fat. Great one. Naruto headband.
I think attractiveness has a lot to do with context. For example, some clothes can be hotter than totally naked.
You're not wrong about that, but I don't like where this conversation's going, okay? Unfortunately.
A beautiful kimono or furry-sewed that reveals a little bit of neck.
What is a furry sewed? I gotta Google that one real quick. Oh, it's a style of kimono. Naruto headband.
Nom nom. A dress with braided hair.
They're both getting each other hot, describing styles of clothing that they like. Okay, whatever helps you get through the day, I guess. Unfortunately.
Oversized sweaters with a huge neckline.
This is so specific. What's going on here? I guess I'm a simple man, you know? A corset, a bodice, something like that. I really get into those Ren Fair styles. Sometimes wifey will do it for me too. Ooh, baby. Jesus. Naruto headband.
Dress plus braids plus sweater? Well, I was just about to say sweaters. That's some sexy shit. In fact, I might like them specifically because you tended to draw them. Embarrassed emoji.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He's still trying. He is still not taking no for an answer, and I am shocked. I mean, not really that shocked, I guess. Unfortunately, he just laughs. Ha ha ha. Probably a very awkward laugh. Just break the tension. Naruto headband.
But they're so soft. You know the good will be warm. Embarrassed emoji.
Unfortunately. Smooth. Laugh emoji. See, Unfortunately even knows what he's trying to do. Super obvious. You could not be more obvious with all this shit. Naruto headband.
I'm just such a horrible pervert. Boo-hoo. But there are just some small joys in life. Smiley emoji.
I hope Naruto headband finds no joy in his life. We need to burn all the sweaters. You heard it here first. I'm taking sweaters off of my Teespring. Officially. Unfortunately,
stares at 3.5 gigabytes worth of hentai and yaoi on my laptop. LOL.
Yeah, who's the bigger pervert? Who cares? Get a life. Naruto headband.
Seriously, it's funny that you aren't into men, even though there's double of them in yaoi. But, Tish, but I guess it might be a little different.
Unfortunately.
Overall, I'm just more attracted to same-sex relationships.
Naruto headband.
The head aches and my eyes grow blurry. I'd love to talk more, but I must rest. You're the best. Night.
I'm surprised he didn't throw in like, I bid you adieu, my lad. My ladies and gentlethems. Good God. Unfortunately then says, night! Wide eyes, kawaii, smiley face.
And you're welcome anytime to watch more anime.
Oh, thank you for the permission to watch more anime. I hate anime! Obviously, Naruto headband and Unfortunately don't, but speaking as your OP, no, I'm never gonna take you up on that. Naruto headband.
Better if I don't. I just rub myself all over you.
Ew, ew, fucking ew. After he's like, oh, it wouldn't be right. You can throw yourself at me, but I'll never throw myself at you. And he ends it off with, I would rub myself all over you. My skin, it crawls. God damn, dude. Heavy, heavy. The next time I saw Naruto Headband at training, he had shaved his beard. I'm telling you, he's going all in, trying everything that he can. This is just pathetic, honestly. The beard that he claimed that I did not allow him to grow. I had only told him that since after 2 months, all he could manage is stubbly pubes that didn't look that great. But I never said that he couldn't keep it. Yeah, you want to look like shit, that's your business, I guess. You have to admit to yourself when it's not working. Like the mustache I mentioned in the Navy. It wasn't working. It's itchy and horrible. I shaved it off. Can't do it. After we broke up, he was very proud of his new neck beard. Yet to woo Malady, IDK, Nookie, he shaved it off to be more like the beautiful androgynous boyos that unfortunate Nookie fancied now. I burst out laughing. I couldn't help myself. This bitch was that thirsty for some of that magical poon that had been around the globe. He glared at me, half embarrassed, half enraged, and that just made me laugh even harder. You have no power here. You have no power here.
You have no power here.
The fear had begun to dissipate, but the disgust and affirmation that I never wanted either one of them in my life again grew all the stronger. I'm so proud of you, Greenie, for standing strong and finding something to laugh at in this whole situation. The beard thing probably wouldn't have been as funny if you weren't creeping around his DMs, but I mean, anything for the lulz, I suppose. Unfortunately, based on the conversations they had with each other, Naruto Headband lusted after unfortunate Nookie, but they never became a couple again. Balls. Yeah, I really don't want to see them become a couple. Yes, it would be some karmic justice, but at the end of it all, you know that Naruto Headband would only beat unfortunate Nookie even more into a shell of her former self. I don't like it none too much. On another day, Naruto Headband says,
I've seen fat people who even seem to carry their weight well. They even look beautiful. And I'm honestly speaking satisfied with myself. And you look gorgeous, if you ask me. But maybe that's just my way of looking at people.
I mean, he's right. I do prefer skinny chicks, if I'm honest. But I have seen some big girls that, yeah, they got a hold of me. The girlfriend before Wifey, she was a rather thick chick. I think Ramtide and I talked about her on the 20K sub stream. But she carried it well, you know? Can't knock her for that. You work with what you got. But yes, again, this is all another Naruto Headband ploy. Unfortunately,
I just feel anxious because due to my weight gain, I can't fit into all of my clothes. Sad smiley face.
Buy new clothes? Lose some weight? What do you want me to do here? I guess sympathy, that's all you're looking for. Naruto Headband.
Well, that is a problem.
Unfortunately.
I feel shockingly fat because of it. Crying emoji. Oh.
Naruto Headband.
I mean, aren't your clothes usually for children?
Okay, I don't know if we want to go down this path necessarily, but we're here now. Unfortunately.
I don't have issue with other people's looks. It's about a Lolita dress that used to fit perfectly. Sad smiley face. I can't even close the zipper on one anymore.
Like I said, find some new dresses or lose some weight. I don't understand what the point here. I guess she just wants to complain. That's what Unfortunate Nookie's always been about. Whether she's been male or female, gender doesn't matter. Just feed me sympathy, please. Naruto headband.
How's that even possible? You barely eat anything.
Yeah, welcome to getting older. What do you want? Unfortunate Nookie.
It's my meds, I guess. I stopped taking them for a few months and picked them up again with a huge dose. Suddenly my weight rose with 8 kilos, about 18 pounds. Even though I barely eat and I move relatively well, I feel like a swollen, ambiguous ball.
Sad smiley face. Swollen, ambiguous ball. Yeah, let me tell you about my swollen, ambiguous balls. We're not going down that path. Naruto headband denies it all.
No! No!
Unfortunate Nookie.
If I could go down to 58 kilos, 128 pounds again, then I would be happy.
Okay, make steps to do that. If you know the medication is the problem, maybe you need to start exercising more, right? Eating less, although it seems like she already doesn't eat very much. So yeah, step it up with the exercising. Move relatively well doesn't mean intensive training, which is kind of what you gotta do if you wanna be old and also stay relatively small. Naruto headband.
I read 50 kilos, 110 pounds at first, and I was like, holy shit.
Unfortunate Nookie.
I weighed even less at one point. I'd kind of like to go down to 53 kilos, 116 pounds or something, but I'll settle for that.
Naruto headband.
I'd say around 60, like 132 pounds. It would be healthy for you.
Yes, Naruto headband, the picture of health. Again, he's just so full of advice and bullshit. It's actually mostly bullshit. Sometimes some of the bullshit spills out and looks like advice, but don't mistake the two. Do not pick that up. Unfortunate Nookie.
I just want the number to start with a 5. Oh,
Crying emoji. Yeah, 5 is a nice round number, isn't it? Oh, we shouldn't say round number. He might get offended. Be like, what are you saying? I'm not round. Naruto headband.
Well, at least you're not in any kind of upward spiral.
Unfortunate Nookie.
I've tried to keep it in check. I want it below 50 kilos, 110 pounds, but I know that that's not realistic or healthy.
I mean, depends how tall you are, I guess. I'm sure we established at one point how tall Unfortunate Nookie is, but I can't remember for the life of me, so I'm taking all of this with a grain of salt. Naruto headband.
Nice to know you have some sense of decency with it.
Oh, Jesus. Maybe that translates differently, but in English, that sounds pretty harsh for somebody that he's trying to get with.
Sometimes I'm afraid you'll do something too extreme again, but more often than not, I have to admit that you have a sense of relativity and sense, even.
Oh, well, thank you so much for that, I guess, asshole.
You're smart, but sometimes people can do too radical things.
Has Unfortunate Nookie demonstrated himself to be smart? I'm not too sure about that. Again, I think it's all part of the ploy. Unfortunate Nookie.
I try at least, but there's always the tiny voice in my head saying it's not good enough.
We all have that tiny voice. I'll tell you what to do. Kick it right in the dick. Question it. If the voice says it's not good enough, you have to ask it, is that really true, objectively? It is a hard habit to get into, to question your own thoughts, but it's a healthy one, you know? I used to feel really down on myself. Some days I still do, and I ask myself, is that possibly true? No, it's not. Okay, good. Then I don't have to have those thoughts any further. It pops up again. I remind myself, that's not true. I encourage everybody out there to give it a try once in a while. It's hard to practice, but definitely worth practicing. Naruto Headband says,
I'm always surprised how little it takes to impress people, and how little you can settle for. But I suppose you're allowed to be obsessed over something. Otherwise, it'd be too boring.
Unfortunate Nookie. Ha ha ha. Yeah, ha ha ha. It's so ironic how little it takes to impress people. I don't think anybody's actually impressed by you, Naruto Headband. How little you can settle for? Yeah, we've seen that demonstrated by Greenie for 7 years. Is that who you're talking about? Through like this thin veil? Because even if it's not who you meant, that's who I apply it to. Eventually, I stopped spying on him because I no longer saw him as a threat. But also, he finally changed his password. Oh, Greenie, you left him too many clues in the inbox. He's like, wait, this should be an unread message. I've definitely never read the message before, but Greenie couldn't help it. She clicked on it, and then he put 2 and 2 together. I'm pretty sure. So I am glad that you stopped spying on him. I'm a little disappointed that it took him changing his password in order to make it stop. But okay, we're on to bigger and better things now. I can stop dropping shade on Greenie for spying. I hope nobody's out there spying on me. I never told anybody my password, except Wifey. I guess Wifey could spy on me, but I ain't got nothing to hide, honestly. You want to read a conversation with my grandmother? Go ahead. So user N3Gyre Hadu made a parody song for Nookie and said they'd be honored if I added it to the saga, so one more for the road. This is Mother Knows Best from Tangled in Nookie Knows Best. Oh shit, I don't know this song. You want to have opinions? Oh, why, Greenie? Look at them, as meant to be as ever. They're my OTP, they're just the best. You know why we'll watch this show forever? That's right, because there's nothing better. Guess I always knew this day was coming. Knew you thought I was a piece of shit. But soon you'll see, just agree with me. Nookie knows best. Nookie knows best. Just listen to Nookie. I hate that girl with the pink hair. Nookie knows best. One way or another, she's getting in the way, I swear. OTPs, host clubs, kink discussions, headbands, spoilers, and twins, your job. Yes! Also big hugs, talking about Motoko and what no more, we're in public. Nookie's right here. Nookie's getting angry. Greenie, here's what I suggest. Skip the drama, or is it karma? Nookie knows best. Go ahead, just try and tell me no. Go ahead, tell me that it's incest. Me, I'm just a piece of shit. What do I know? I've only been the best friend ever. Go ahead and leave me, I deserve it. Let me die alone here, be my guest. When it's too late, you'll see, just wait. Nookie knows best. It's a little off the beat, but that's fine. We did it. High fives all around. I hope it was acceptable. Thanks for writing it, Lily of the Vanguard. I think the song went relatively well. I haven't watched Tangled before, so it took a little bit of learning. I didn't hit all the notes or anything like that, but I did enjoy the parody, and Nookie truly does think that he knows best. There's no doubt about that. So does Naruto Headband. Honestly, if they got into a relationship, they would inevitably destroy each other, which is yet another reason that maybe they should be in a relationship, but also, whatever. It's whatever, all right? I'm glad Naruto Headband doesn't get what he wants. It's a win-win either way when you think about it. So we still have the beefy finale, where we do address the rise and fall of Naruto Headband as the martial art teacher that he always said he'd become. Oh, and Nookie's grand exit plan, and where are they now? Oh god, I'm looking forward to that. Remember, laughter is the music of the soul. If you can laugh at it, you can get over it. Also, aim to shower daily because it's good for you. Greenie, out. My, this was quite the beefy episode, was it not? We had so much fun on the stream, totally broke the hype train or whatever, got it up to level 5, tried to get it to go even higher, it didn't happen. I think that was the most exciting part of the reading for me, but I'm also excited that, you know, Naruto Headband, he's trying to simp so hard and get with Unfortunate Nookie, and Unfortunate Nookie's just like, nah, I'm good, been there before, not interested. Do you think Naruto Headband will die alone? Because I really kind of hope that he'll die alone. It does seem like he's making some changes, but I don't buy any of it. After seeing what he's like inside for years, I don't think you just change overnight like that. So yeah, I'm sure we'll get a glimpse into that in the next episode when he takes on the role of Sensei. God, Naruto Headband as a karate teacher. Can you imagine that? Horrifying. I'm also quite curious as to what Nookie's up to now, so I guess we'll have to see. We will see sooner rather than later. Thank you guys, as always, for joining me. I hope you like, comment, and or subscribe. If you did enjoy the episode, maybe even share it around if you should like. That is a super big brain play. We got all kinds of links down in the description, plugs and playlists and podcasts. Oh my! Yes, we're podcasting everywhere. Spotify, iTunes, wherever you find podcasts, you will find ReddX. We've also got social medias, Twitter, Discord, Facebook, Twitch. Yes, I live read this whole thing on Twitch and it took almost 4 hours. So if you got some time to spare, come on through. I'd appreciate it. We've also got my Patreon, of course, and my gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, generous patrons, whom I would like to thank every episode, as I do. So, Jerry Much, I'd like to thank Darth Luscious, Harley Hohen, Robert Allen Waits, Camille Sarah, Chase Blue Kraken, Malawan, Roxanne Wolf, Sip Jerry, Conrad Ingham, Wire Jerry, All I Want for Christmas is Due. Hey, Mr. ReddX, sir, still haven't heard from Landlord Jerry. Ah, that's alright, I see him, he's still giving me money. Cool out. Captain Cloud Jerry, Hong Kong, Destiny Piper, Aaron Jerry, Alexis Smith, Broken Logic, Esteban, Fraud, Leg Side, Irary, feels unwanted but keeps on fighting anyways. You do the thing. Silent Revolver, PCB, the original Jerry, Tick Jerry, Kitsune, Satori, 211 Jerry, the 2 Jerrys, a Jerry ready for springtime, a Jerry of Jubilee Juggling Jerry, Justy Jargonian Jerry, Aspen, Assassin Pug Jerry, Bang Bang, Aurora Wildheart, Grizzly, Baby Jerry, Bailey Joy, Bearded Jerry, Bitch Gremlin, Blake the Hero, Blip Jerry, Catholic Jerry, Commander J Tank, Confederate Jew, Dennis Dayton, Disposable Waifu, Dr. Lux, Emergent Jewel, Aaron Era, East Mars, Frozen Over Studio, Fire Drake, Gypsy, Hadrian BR, I'm Slim Jerry, I'm the real Jerry, all you the Slim Jerry's are just imitating Irish pirates. The Jerrys are always after me, Lucky Charms. Radiated Jam, Itchy Nuts, just scratch him, bro. A pimp named J. Chris, JM Coon, Jerry Blacktail, Jerry Nice, Jerry Evil, Jerry the Outlaw Mother Trucker, John Hero, John Jerry, Jingleheimer Schmidt. Oh my god, that's my name too, bro. KJW, Kajow, Crewy, Landlord Jerry, Legitimate Girl, Miss Monday, Lord Jerry-O. Like and subscribe. I'm a Lady Dix. Match with a guy on Tinder. His name was Jerry and he showed me a sword. I think I'm in love. Is that all it takes these days? These kids. Melgar the Destroyer, Method Effector, Needless King 89, Nightmare Jerry, or Gamey Steve, Bean Tom with a bag of marbles from downtown while Jerry begged for forgiveness. Oh snap, I saw the whole thing. I was the marbles. Paragon Soul, Phantom of the Pines, Jerrykins and Jerry Beth, Queens, Quaaludes, and Quagmires, Ramtide Lacramates, Rose, Jerry Miller, TSM Kirby, Sarita the Lolita, Sassy Octopus, Scarlet's Coven, Sergeant Gay Cop, Bringer of the Law, Silo Whip, Stephanie Gunner, Sign Empty, Boomstick, Brilliant Tomato, Tapioca Baloo, Tato Fair, Ten Ton Monster, the Italian Greyhound Dino, the Littlest Who, the Tiniest Boy, Little Tiny, I like it, the Marble, the Jerry, the One True Fusky, trying to find another marble to get back to the real world. You probably don't want to blow into that balloon knot. Yeah, it's a stinky balloon. Unbusy Bee, V3 Prime, Vanguard Angel, Viking Jerry, Wiki Tack, Will Max, Zephyr the Gargoyle, or Clay, Void Set, Collector of Cringe, Conrad Mooney, Kira, not another Jerry, but he is though. Redwind, Nog Viper, Saints Blessing, Third Step, Venom Jerry, Jace Christensen, One Leg Jerry's beating Neckbeards with their fake leg. Adorable Jerry. No funny line this time. My wits are on vacation. No problem with that. Mine too, I guess. Hunter of Jerry's, Devourer of all things tasty. It is Tom, Admiral T-Tank, Amber Alder, another stupid hipster, Atomic Jerry Zilla, Breaker of the Tom Army, Babsicum, Bartender Kelia, Broken Spine Horseradish, the original different Jerry, that's Cake Jerry, California Jerry Girl, Chevron 7 Lock, Corporal Admiral Lieutenant Private General Tiger and Princess Furry Warrior Woo Jerry, Cryptides, D Crazy, aka STI Jerry, Defon Jerry, creator of Colorful Click Clacks, Dopamine Dane Jerryus, Dwarfy Dude, Ghost of Alpha, Heeknot, Holy Berry Jerry, Janitor Jerry, Death by Marbles, didn't work, now I'm hiding from the KGB, Jeffrey, Geralt of Rivia, Jerry and Tom versus Happy New Year's, Wavy Apocalypse, Jerry the Sussy Baka, Jerry's mom has got it going on, check out the mustache on Jerry Aldo Rivera, Jerry Roxas, Jerry Roleplay Game, Judge Jerry and Executioner, Keaton Tails, Kid Marvelous, King Tom, Kitsy Kid, Life of Guardian, Little A Woods, Lucia Lovecraft, Machia, CD, maybe next time Milk Fed Miss Duchess, not Invisible Angel, Patreon has more than one royal Jerry, so they say, Raptor, she is my Jerry Pie, Snary, that's Snob Jerry, Spoonie the Rogue, Spoopy, Scary, Jerry Ton, Techno Dubs, the original Jerry, to Infinite Jerry, and beyond, no and yes, respectively, Tim and Fish Jerry, Unkale, Underwater Movies, formerly the X-Card, Unfortunate Jerry, screaming at Nookie's latest magical girl transformation, make it stop, whoa, who is this soul-patched imposter, We all know the real ReddX has gray skin and no eyes, I'm working on it, Tom Promise, Jerry Sways, oh no, bad Jerry, Tom, you good boy, Sways, just facts, so go ahead, look it up and buy it, I mean, another ReddX video, and of course, thank you to all of my $1 patrons as well, beautiful people that they are. Thank you to all of the Jerrys and not Jerrys alike. Truly, I have been blessed with this community, and I'm not even joking. I cried on the stream earlier. No lie. You guys just make my heart swell. I love hanging out with you, and I appreciate you helping me to live my best life out here. So words cannot express. If you would like to sign up on the Patreon, that's absolutely huge. But if you can't afford to do it right now, don't sweat it too hard, friends. I just appreciate you coming on through, hanging out with me, and I hope that you'll come on back and hang out with me again tomorrow. In order to do so, you need to keep yourself safe out there, wash your hands, but also take some time out and do something that you personally enjoy today. Maybe like watching some more ReddX videos? Maybe. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, and you definitely deserve it. I shall see you in the next one, and until then, friends, bye-bye.